Hello everyone, thanks for stopping back in. This is Bud with Dependable Lawn Care, and today I'm finally cracking into the goodie sample pack that Super Clean sent me. So I'm just going to dive right into it, show you what's in here. So this is the Super Clean Tough Task Cleaner Degreaser spray can, I guess I should say, aerosol type. This I won't be using today, but I'm definitely going to be using around the shop. Super Clean floor absorbent for spills, so we'll keep that on hand for around the shop when I'm doing oil changes, because I tend to get pretty messy. So Super Clean foaming spray, and you can see this stuff's brand new. I haven't got into it yet. Super Clean all wheel cleaner, which I won't need that today either. What I'm doing today is cleaning up some equipment. So, and then last but not least, this is the original, the Super Clean Tough Task Cleaner Degreaser, and this is just the standard spray on. So what I'm going to do, let's see, I'm not going to be using the wheel cleaner or the absorbent, so we'll put those back in the box, at least not today. Try to use those sometime and get you guys some footage. But what I want to do is I want to try the foaming. I want to try the aerosol, and then of course the standard Super Clean, which I use already on my equipment. And what we're going to be doing today is cleaning up all of the small engine equipment out of my mowing trailer, getting it clean from 2020 and getting it ready for 2021. You can see I've got quite a lineup here. So all of my stick equipment, minus one that I keep at the house, and then my backpack blowers, my 570 and my 580. Now they don't look too terribly dirty from a distance. You get in close and you can see all the dirt and grime and stuff. A lot of it's just dust mixed with, you know, moisture mixed with oil. And you know, the trimmers, of course, they get nasty from use. That's just a normal thing. And the engines or the power heads on these stick equipment, man, they just get filthy. And so all we're going to do is spray it on and rinse it off. We'll give it a few minutes to set. One of the main things with the Super Clean products is that you don't want to let it dry. So don't ever let it dry on anything you're using it on, and use cold water to rinse it off. That's the instructions say, the directions say that it works best if you just use cool water. So we're going to spray everything down. May not spray it all down at the same time. Might just do a couple pieces. What I do want to do though is I want to try the foaming spray on one and the regular spray on the other, on these two trimmers, and see if either one of those works better for cleaning those up, because those are going to be, as far as the shaft and the head goes, those are going to be the dirtiest for sure. And then the rest of these, it's pretty much mainly dust, maybe a little bit of oil around the fuel tanks and such. So let's jump right into spraying some of this product on. Now I'm not going to rinse anything off first, just going to spray it right on, and then so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the aerosol on the backpack blowers, just so we can kind of see how the aerosol works. And I'm gonna go ahead and spray the whole thing down, you know, top to bottom, the padding, the tube, everything. Just get it all good and clean. And then I have the regular Super Clean spray right here, and the foaming right here for this trimmer. And we'll see how the two compare as far as which one cleans better, if there's any major difference. So we'll just start right here using our aerosol, and we'll just see. Oh, and a quick safety thing, I'm wearing gloves. Gloves and eye protection. You know, this stuff is a solvent, it's a cleaner, so, you know, protect yourself appropriately. Do it in a well-ventilated area, you know. Ooh, I like that. Man, look at that. I'm already liking the spray. keep saying spray. I'm already liking the aerosol. For one, you can really see what you've applied it to, and it covers pretty quick. And I don't normally soak down the harness, but it hasn't been done in a while and it needs a good cleaning, so we're not going to be using it in the next few days. It's got plenty of time to dry, so we'll just go ahead and give it all a good clean. All right, so check that out. So before that dries, obviously we need to rinse it off. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this other backpack, and then we'll come back and rinse that off real quick. Okay, now you guys saw that I didn't let that set very long. Started rinsing that stuff off pretty quick, really. I definitely don't want to let it dry, but I really didn't let it set too long either. So we'll just see how well it did. Okay, I think that one's probably rinsed off good. What I want to look at is around the fuel tank. Clean this up a little bit real quick. So around the fuel tank and the carburetor, that's typically where you get a lot of grime and stuff built up. So get in here. I mean, you know, this area right around in here, this was all pretty dirty, and then of course the carburetor was pretty dirty too, and that actually cleaned up pretty well, especially for just being the first application. You know, I didn't rinse it off, I didn't do anything in advance, I just sprayed it on, rinsed it off. So I see a little bit more on the carburetor here, so I'm going to get just on the carburetor. Look how that foams up, I like it. Down the gas cap one more time. We'll go ahead and rinse this one off, but I'm already liking what it's doing on this. Okay. Okay, now this one's set a little bit longer, and look how clean that carburetor is, and the area around the gas tank too. Now this is the 570. It's not as old as the 580, so maybe it didn't have as much gunk built up on it, but that's still cleaned up pretty good, I think. Especially for just a spray it on, spray it off. You know, it'd be a different story if we were scrubbing on it or anything, but I mean, we're literally just spraying it on and spraying it back off. So this is good stuff, guys. I mean, it really is. I don't recommend things if I don't really think it's a good product. And this is something that I've been using on my mowers and equipment for a while. And what I usually do is I buy a jug of it, you know, a gallon or a 2-gallon jug, and I put it in a pump-up sprayer. And that's how I apply it on my mowers and my equipment and stuff. When I'm cleaning, it makes it really easy. I can just spray it on with that pump-up sprayer and then rinse it off. Bit more that we did here. Rinse that off. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Now look how clean that carburetor is. So, and it may be that I just didn't have enough on there the first time, or didn't get it up in there good enough, but that definitely cleaned that off. The aerosol, and there's still, I'd say there's probably half a can maybe, so I could probably do all of that again with the aerosol. Let's go ahead and jump into the spray and then the foaming spray, and we'll see how those do on the trimmers. And then we may even use up the rest of this aerosol on some of the other stick equipment just to see how it does. Okay, so I sprayed both of these down. Now, to be fair to the product, the bottom end of these trimmers, I mean, they have a lot of stuff built up on them. I mean, that's some thick, really thick dirt, grass, you know, built up on there. To be fair to the product, I really probably should have brushed some of that off to begin with. Even just dry brushing kind of knocked the bulk of it off, but I didn't. I just sprayed it right on top just so we can kind of see what it'll do. So this is the regular spray, and then that is the foaming spray. Now, as far as application, they applied pretty much the same, but that foam seems to be hanging on quite a bit longer. Show you, kind of see it on the power head a little better. The foam just seems to stick around longer. You know, where this is already, it's not really foamy or soapy anymore. It's pretty much just, you know, liquefied. That's still very foamy. You can see it on the floor. So just my opinion would be that, or my initial thought would be that that foam might clean better just because it kind of clings on and holds on a little longer. You know, the aerosol that we just used on the backpack blowers, it had that same kind of effect. It really foamed up and just seemed to kind of hang on. So we'll see what these two do. Rinse them off here in a minute. This one's probably about to the point where it needs to be rinsed off. Don't want to let it set too long. So we'll go ahead and give it a rinse and see what happens. Yeah, looky there. That's actually cleaning up quite a bit better than I expected with how caked on that stuff was. Of course, if I was using my little electric pressure washer, which is what I usually use, you know, it's not real heavy duty or anything, but that little bit of extra pressure behind the water really makes a big difference too. And keep in mind, guys, that I didn't soak this down either. We talked about that. I didn't apply any water. I didn't apply any water ahead of time to soften any of this up. I just sprayed it on, rinsed it off. So needs another application, I'd say, but overall that's pretty clean. I mean, compare the two. So let's go ahead and rinse that other one off. It's been sitting long enough now. Okay, now see how it does compared to the other one. I'd say this one was probably equally as gunked up. Both of the trimmers were about the same. Ooh, you know what? I think it's cleaning it better. I really do. I think it's actually cleaning it up better than the just the regular spray. That foaming effect, you know, just kind of holding on, clinging on. I think that really made a big difference. Just cleaning those up really nice. I mean, really nice. You know, that's a full season worth of junk built up on there, because I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, I might have I might have washed these at some point during the season, but I don't remember doing it. So as far as I can remember, I didn't really clean any of these all season long. Yeah, I definitely think that the foam is cleaning up better. But good stuff, guys. Anything that makes the job of maintaining your equipment, keeping your equipment clean and in the best shape possible is you know, a good investment in my opinion. So finding good products like this that really work, that actually you know, that actually get your equipment clean without a lot of effort, you know, that's something I'm all about. Save as much energy as I can for the important things, and when it comes to cleaning stuff, you know, I want something that's going to work good, make this job fast and easy. I've got those sprayed down again. Now let's take the aerosol and we'll get as much as we can on these other pieces of equipment real quick. Another big plus to the aerosol, it goes on super fast. So not only are you getting really good results with it, but it goes on really fast too. So you're saving a lot of time, which is another big plus, because there are definitely other things I would rather be doing than cleaning equipment. As much as I like having my stuff nice and clean, there are other things I could be doing with my time. So fast and easy is a plus. Now, I can't tell you the price on any of this, guys, because, again, this was a sample pack that was sent to me by Super Clean. Just kind of a promotional thing. Let me try out their products. There's no obligations. They're not really expecting me to do a video, especially at this point, because I've had this sample pack for weeks. So no obligation. This is just me talking to you guys, using the product and showing you how it works. So I'm not a salesman and I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just using it and showing you how it works. So that's the end of this can. So I got those 2 backpack blowers and both of these pieces of stick equipment with that 1 can. Again, I don't know what it costs, but I really do like the way it works. This stuff is working awesome. So before I do that last piece of equipment, I probably need to go ahead and spray these off. Try to get the last bit of that gunk off of them. Then we'll spray these dudes down and we'll get the edger last. When I'm done, I usually take compressed air. You can use a backpack blower, but I prefer compressed air, and I'll try to blow all the water out of everything really good, just so the water doesn't sit there and cause corrosion. You know, I'll try to clean it out of as much as I can, rather than just, you know, letting these sit and air dry. Really not ideal on this stuff. Those were definitely a lot easier. There wasn't much on them, but the aerosol really does make this a lot faster. It's a lot faster than a spray bottle. That's it for now. Super Clean did all the hard work. All I had to do was rinse it off. So thank you to Super Clean for sending me your products to test out. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and get out there and make some money. And we'll catch you on the next one.